Alright, what's good, y'all? It's the Sandman back at it again with another reaction video. It's been a few days since we reacted to Load, but I think we're on track 11 now. And we're looking at Mama Said. So, from the title already, I know a bit about, James Hetfield's backstory, about, how he was brought up and stuff like that. So I imagine this to be more of a personal song. Um, I know that they got other songs like Dyer's Eve and probably some other of their lyrics relate to his upbringing because I know he's like the prime lyricist for Metallica. But um, yeah, man, let's get right into it. Let's see what surprises this song has in store for us. So let's go.
Mama, she has taught me well, told me when I was young, son, your life's an open book, don't close it for it's done. The brightest flame burns quickest, that's what I heard her say. The son's heart sold to mother, but I must find my way. Let my heart go. Let your sun grow. Mama, let my heart go. Or let this heart be still. Yes, still.
Alright, so before he gets to the second verse, right off the bat, was a little thrown off guard by the lyrics because, listening to Dyer's Eve and even songs like God That Failed, I think when I think of like Hetfield's upbringing, he channels a lot of that inner rage within himself in the lyrics, and a lot of that angst that he, might have felt growing up, with the religious, backstory of, I'm not going to get into that, but like how he was growing up and how he was, his parenting was, in his household. But I will say that this is very refreshing to see this. When you look at personal songs from artists, you as it relates to a certain topic, you're always interested to see how they evolve over time, and whether they reflect on it in a different way as they age or as they change their musical approach, how that might relate to their state of mind, when looking at their past. So this is actually very interesting to see, and already some deep lyrics already, but yeah. And as far as the song goes, someone mentioned, I think in a comment, country Metallica or something like that. So I guess this might be something. I already seen like little elements of this sprinkled within Load so far. Maybe Reload has more of it, but I think they channel that very well. Obviously looking at the video, James, putting on the cowboy hat and whatever, is pretty cool. So it's pretty cool so far, man. I like
it. Rebel, my new last name, wild blood in my veins, apron strings around my neck, the mark that still remains, left home at an early age, what I heard was wrong. I never asked forgiveness, granted. No thing just said to me, yeah, yeah, I need your arms to welcome me. The cold stone's all I see.
Wow. That bridge might be my favorite part of the song thus far, but I think those leads, I don't know what effect, it might be a chorus wah type thing. They really add a lot of emotion to the verse. And this is very tasty. It's got a lot of tasty stuff in this song, man. I think it's very, um, I would say, some things I might use to just, some of the cons of this album, I would say, is a lot of the songs, like, they sound forced. They don't seem to come together as appropriately. Um, you know, I mean that in a very like minimalistic sense, but like just something that I wish could have made the album, like took it to another level, that more cohesiveness with the song arrangements. But this is just very simple, but it's very they hit on all cylinders, I think, with this type of track. But another thing I noticed was, I think looking at the lyrics and what he's saying here, he's basically reflecting on how he might have, treated his mother, how he might have, you know, the emotions that went into him, of course, leaving home at an early age, sort of rebelling against all that he knew, the authorities in his life. But I think he's beginning to take a new perspective on things. A mother's love for her son unspoken, so he might be realizing, okay, there was, amidst all the chaos, amidst all the, you know, I don't know, I'm not going to say abuse, I don't know what his life was like, but of all the control, I would say, there is an element of love within it, and there was a reason for it. So he took it for granted. Um, but yeah, when he says a cold stone's all I see, that really hits. That's a very deep lyric. And it just makes anyone think. It makes me look, sort of even me reflect. When I listen to these lyrics, I think the listener themselves, the way he's singing, it's very tasty. The way he enunciates certain things, and the way he puts more power into some parts of the song. So I think that's really where artists can shine, is when they really put their emotion into some certain parts of um, their music and their singing. So it's very good. It's a very good song. I think it's like a hidden gem, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, I need your arms to welcome me. The cold stone's all I see. Let my heart go. Let your sun grow. Mama, let my heart go. Or let this heart be still. Let my heart go. Mama, let my heart go. You never let my heart go. So let this heart be still. Never I ask of you, but never I give. But you gave me your emptiness and I'll take to my grave. So let this heart be
That's
still.
interesting. Nice. That's a nice little thing they thrown in there at the end, and within the video, of how they're making it and whatever. Um, but yeah, I think this is a hidden gem, not only just within Load, but just in their discography in general. Um, yeah, man, if Metallica ever went like country rock, I think they'd kill it just based on the song. But anyways, neither here nor there. Um, yeah, man, I feel like a connection to the lyrics, especially. Yeah, I think a lot of these the things that he's saying can like really be striking for a lot of people. You know, particularly when they get into that introspective, you know, reflective state of mind. Um, so yeah, and another line that really hits hard. You gave me your emptiness that I'll take to my grave. Never asked of you, but never I gave. So you know, I think that goes to that thing of sort of taking your presence for granted, taking what you had to give for granted, um, and only now am I realizing how it actually made me the person that I am. You know, how it actually, you know, despite going on my own journey, traveling through my own roads of life, how the parts of that upbringing, you know, stuck with me and shaped me to be the person that I am today. And even though you're not here to see it, I have to acknowledge it in some way, shape, or form. And maybe he's doing that through this song. But yeah, that hits hard, man. This is a very good song. Yeah, yeah. Mama Said by Metallica. I loved it. I love the song. So I don't know what's next. I think I think Outlaw Torn is last, but we're getting to the end of the album. Um, so make sure to like and subscribe, and much appreciate the comments I've been getting. You know, but that's all for me, man. Sandman checking out. Peace.